Welcome, students, to Chapter 1. This is Geography. Key issues we'll be examining. Why is geography a science? Why is every place unique? Why are different places similar? Why are places connected? In this initial lecture, we're going to be examining why is geography a science? Geography and history. The word geography is based on two Greek words. Geo means earth and graphy means to write. Human geographers ask, where are people and activities found on earth? And why are they there? And yeah, a geographer can take a plane or car to another place on earth, but a historian cannot travel back to another time in the past. Geographers explain where and why. A place is a specific point on earth distinguished by a particular characteristic. A region is an area on earth distinguished by a particular characteristic. In describing the distinctive features of a place, geographers might consider place names, the site, and the situation. Generally, regions have a unified character through a cultural landscape, which is a combo of features such as language and religion, economic features, climate, vegetation. We could say that Southern California region is distinguishable from Northern California regions. Explaining where and why, geographers use scale, which is a relationship between the portion of Earth being studied and the Earth as a whole. Space refers to the physical gap or interval between two objects. Connection refers to relationships among people and objects across the barrier of space. Key idea. Why is every place unique? Another key idea. Why are different places similar? Geographers explore these ideas using place, region, scale, and space. Section 1.1, Welcome to Geography, explores the nature and significance of geography and compares it with history. It places geography broadly into two branches, human and physical, and introduces you to the cornerstone concepts of the discipline. These concepts include place, region, space, scale, and connection. Geographers use these terms to explain the uniqueness and interrelatedness of place. Let's apply these concepts. Place. The Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste is an independent country situated on the eastern half of the island of Timor. The western portion of the island is mostly part of Indonesia. Region. Timor-Leste is located in Southeast Asia, one of the major areas of the world that geographers identify. Scale. At a local scale, in Timor-Leste's rural villages such as Ayatutu, people trade and purchase locally produced food and goods at the village market. At a global scale, the capital city, Dili, has supermarkets selling food imported from Indonesia, China, Australia, New Zealand, Portugal, and Brazil. Space. The gap between places can be minimal or substantial. The distance between the capital, Dili, and Mount Ramelow, the country's highest elevation, is only 70 kilometers. In reality, the gap is substantial because travel from Dili to Mount Ramelow requires a 5-hour drive followed by a 5-hour hike. Section 1.2 is a fascinating look at ancient and medieval maps. This section traces the development of geography as a science through Greece's classical era into the Middle Ages, and it summarizes the development of cartography. The science of geography has prehistoric roots. Some of the major contributors from the ancient Eastern Mediterranean include Pythagoras, who proposed a spherical world, Aristotle, who demonstrated Earth was spherical. Eratosthenes was the inventor of the word geography, and he actually calculated the circumference of Earth. Strabo described the known world in a 17-volume work, and Ptolemy wrote 8-volume guide to geography, codified the basics of map making, and prepared many very impressive maps. China was another early center of geographic thought. Yu Gong, which means tribute of Yu, a chapter in a book called Shu Jing, Classic of History, by an unknown author from the 5th century BC, described the economic resources of China's different provinces. Bai Zhu, the father of Chinese cartography, who produced an elaborate map of the country in AD 267. After Ptolemy, little process in map making or geographic thought was made for centuries in Europe. Maps became more fanciful and less mathematical. But outside of Europe, progress continued. For example, Muhammad al-Idrisi, a Muslim geographer who prepared a world map and geographic text in 1154, building on Ptolemy's long-neglected work. Ancient and medieval maps. The age of exploration and discovery revived map-making, where Columbus, Magellan, and other explorers needed maps to explore. Influential European cartographers included Martin Waldseemüller, who is credited with producing the first map to use the label America, Abraham Ortelius, a Flemish cartographer who created the first modern atlas and the first to hypothesize that the continents were once joined together. As you read Chapter 1, make sure that you're able to compare and contrast geography and history in terms of what geographers and historians do. You must be able to summarize geography's 5 most basic concepts. Be able to trace the development of geography in the ancient world through the Middle Ages to the Age of Exploration. In our next lecture, we will explore contemporary geographic tools, a fascinating subject. See you then.